how to prepare chile colorado with pork. I know that you guys are going to love it and enjoy it. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. My ingredients. I have salt, black pepper, cumin, Mexican oregano, cinnamon, 2 bay leaves. And here I have California chili pods, guajillo pods, bell pepper, red bell pepper, onion, 2 chile de árbol, 2 garlic cloves, 2 chile anchos, 2 carrots, of course our pork meat, and chicken broth. This is everything we need to make this delicious chile colorado with pork meat. So let's get started and let's enjoy it with our families. I want to start with my chicken broth. Of course you could use vegetable broth, but I had at home chicken broth, so that's what I'm going to use. And here I have all my chilies, and I have deveined them and got the seeds out of the chilies. Let's go to the stove and let's start roasting the chilies and cooking the chicken broth. You want to make sure that you put a pan and you start adding all those chilies. You want the chilies to wake up and start releasing the delicious flavors. When you toast the chilies, it gives such a delicious flavor to the chile colorado. You know something? When they're getting nice and hot, nice and roasted, they start releasing their delicious flavors. We want to wake them up. Once they start getting nice and crispy, then that is the time where we're going to start removing them and dipping them and leaving them in the chicken broth. Just like this, look, they're getting nice and toasted. Now is the time to remove it. You want to be careful. You don't want them to get burned at all, or your chile colorado will not taste good at all. So now I'm just going to leave them in there, and I'm going to let it cook in medium-low heat until it starts boiling. I have my pork meat here, and I'm going to go ahead and start cutting small bite pieces, really small, because you want to make sure that all the pieces cook at the same time. Look at this. This is the way I cut it at home, so the pieces are really small and they get nice and tender and everything cooks at the same time. Okay, I am completely done, and now my pan is nice and hot. I'm only adding half of the meat until it starts getting nice and roasted. I'm adding some salt, some black pepper, and let's just let it cook for just a little bit. When it starts browning just like that, then now it's time to remove it and add the second batch. We want to make sure that we just let it cook a little bit until they start getting nice and brown. And I'm adding the rest of the carne. I'm adding the rest of the black pepper and the salt. Let's mix it around and just let it cook. At this time, I'm going to turn off the chicken broth and the chilies. And now I am ready to blend all these delicious chilies. Be careful. I don't want you to get burned. We're going to go ahead and blend it for just a couple minutes. The chile colorado is nice and done, and now I have my garlic cloves. I'm going to dice them. I have my onion. I'm going to dice the onion. I have the red bell peppers. I'm going to dice them really small pieces. I'm going to go ahead and transfer them to this plate. And now I am ready to start with my carrots. I already rinsed my carrots and I'm taking the skin off. And now I'm just gonna slice the carrot in small little pieces. And you wanna make sure that you diced it just the same size of the onion and the bell pepper. Okay, this is completely done. Look at this. The meat is nice and crispy, and now we're just gonna remove it and put it with the rest of the meat in the other saucepan. Let's transfer everything. And now to the pan, I'm just gonna get all those delicious flavors left. I added 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and I'm gonna start cooking my veggies. To this, I'm gonna add all the spices, the cinnamon, the bay leaves, the cumin, the Mexican oregano. This is just gonna come out delicious. This dish comes out perfect every time. You guys are going to love it. Just cook the veggies for just 2 to 3 minutes. Once everything is nice and getting nice and roasted, then it's time to remove it and just add it directly to the meat. We're gonna add everything in here. All those delicious flavors of the meat already, the veggies already picked up. And look at this. Look how beautiful this looks. This is going to go into the oven for 2 hours. I'm gonna add the chile colorado right now. This looks amazing. And we're gonna incorporate it. Once everything is incorporated, I'm gonna cover it and let's take it to the oven and let's cook it at 350 Fahrenheit for 2 hours until it gets really nice and tender. Let's cover this. This smells amazing. I have preheated my oven and now I am ready to add all the delicious chile colorado. I'll see you back in 2 hours. While the chile colorado is in the oven, I am making the Teresita rice. I have 1 cup of rice, half a cup of tomato sauce, 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon, and here I'm adding 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. This is everything you need to make this delicious and perfect rice. This rice is the #1 rice here at home. It's a family recipe. This rice comes out perfect every time. This rice doesn't get brown. It starts changing color to white. Once you see the little rice getting nice and white, then is the time to add the chicken bouillon. We're gonna mix it one more time, and now I am ready to add the chicken bouillon. Mix it around, add the tomato sauce, and mix it around. And I am going to use the same cup where I had my rice, and I'm adding 3 cups of hot water. This step is important because once you cover your rice, let it cook for 25 minutes without uncovering, taking the lid off, let it cook, and it will come out perfect. Let's mix it and let's cover it. And this rice will be done in 25 minutes. I'll see you back in a bit. 25 minutes have passed and look at this rice. It comes out perfect every time. If sometimes you make rice and it's sticky or it's not good, well, try this one. You're going to love it. You already have this recipe on my channel. And on that, I tell you what type of rice I use. Okay, I am ready to get the chile colorado out of the oven. Look at this. This smells delicious. And of course, I want to share with you my recipe. I am making chile colorado burritos. I have the rice, of course. I have the chile colorado. I have some mozzarella cheese, some tortillas, and I'm going to go ahead, flour tortillas, and I'm going to just warm them up a little bit to make my burritos. I'm adding a little bit of mozzarella cheese on the bottom, some rice, and of course, the chile colorado. I'm going to prepare 3 burritos, and look at this. Make it at home. Enjoy it with your family. So many delicious flavors in one burrito. Okay, now I have my baking dish here. I'm adding some chile colorado on the bottom, and now I'm ready to add my burritos. I'm gonna cover and soak the burritos with the chile colorado, and be generous with your chile colorado. You are going to love these burritos. And to top it off, I'm going to add some mozzarella cheese right on the top. We're gonna take it to the oven for about 15 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit until they get nice and caramelized. That cheese, once it starts melting away, that means they're ready to be eaten. Well, here I'm gonna go ahead, put them in the oven, and now I'm ready to bring them out. Look at the cheese. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. Now I am ready to start and getting prepared my plate. And to my burrito, I am adding cotija cheese. I'm adding sour cream first, and then cotija cheese on the top, and for garnish, cilantro. I can't wait to taste it, to tell you the truth. I am ready for the presentation. So I'll see you in a little bit. I'm adding a little more of chile colorado. I am completely done with this delicious chile colorado burrito. This is the part I really love and enjoy. And of course, I added some cotija cheese right on the top, and I added some cilantro on the top for garnish. But let's stop talking and let me taste it, because this looks amazing and I'm sure it tastes delicious. I wish you were here to taste it with me. Excuse me. All these delicious flavors in one burrito. Amazing. This came out amazing. The flavors of all those delicious chilies gave it a delicious and amazing flavor. Meat is nice and tender, nice and moist, and it has absorbed all those delicious flavors. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share my video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push that notification bell, and if you did, leave it activated, so every time I make a delicious recipe, yes, you are going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will stay enjoying this delicious chile colorado burrito. See you on my next delicious recipe. Bye-bye.